Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So I know it's been a little bit since my last video. My computer decided to crap out on me, and I was having issues with it. Finally got it up and working. So we're going to jump into a demo that I've been really excited about. It's Tavern Talk Stories Dreamwalker, and this is supposed to be, I believe, 36 or 37 years before Tavern Talk. So this is like a prelude, if you want to call it that. And so we are going to jump in. We've got new characters, new stories, and I can't wait to find out what's going on. So let's go ahead and press play. Okay, so we want Azriel and she, her. Okay. Our tavern's even different. If I remember right, our tavern moves as well, too. If you kind of like, if you think of like Baba Yaga and her moving hut. So, greetings, traveler. Traveler, is that all I get? Greetings, old friend. It's good to see you. I'm surprised to see you. Or should I say almost stranger? We'll say it's good to see you. Likewise. I've been told you sell magical drinks to exhausted travelers. Could I have one? Slow down. First things first. Wait, you're a customer now. I should watch my manners. My deepest apologies, Miss Miriam. When did you become so polite? Always have been. I had a change of heart. Look, I've always been polite. Must have missed it. So, Miss Miriam, first things first, how have you been? Are you sure you don't want to make something to drink first? All right. I'll indulge you. What can I get you? Let's see. Your menu's small, but enticing. How about that Voyager's Dream? It sounds nicely balanced, if a bit spiritual for my taste, but it does remind me of you. Your head has always been up in the clouds. Feet on the ground, head in the clouds. There's less pleasant places for a head to be. Why did I just get like a vision or like an image in my head of like somebody's head in a dragon's butt? I don't know. There are worse places my head could be other than the clouds. As your look, there's less places. Places. I can't even talk now. There's less pleasant places for a head to be. Example, in a dragon's butt. Okay, that's, I've always been that way. Such as, look, I just told you, a dragon's butt. Wait, you want to put your head up there? I don't think I'd want to. Hard concrete, sleep paralysis, a pike. Why do I come up with all those examples? But yet in my head, a dragon's butt. Oh no, let's think about a pike or in concrete. All right, I'll take the clouds. Now, before you run off to make my drink, do you mind showing me what you got going on back there? Excuse you. Personal secret. Look, I don't need a reminder. I don't need this tutorial. I say that now, but I'll probably need it, but that's okay. Personal secret, sorry. I'll respect your privacy, if I must. Oh no, where's Undo? Oh, but we got a little bee companion. It's so cute. Okay, so we're making a... Oh my goodness, they've really revamped this, haven't they? Still strength, intelligence, charisma, defense, dexterity. Now this is different. These are different ingredients. We get different names, it looks like. That's kind of funny that we would change her stuff. Okay, so she wanted a Voyager's Dream. Oh, there's our rumors. It doesn't look like we have a character thing just yet to look at the characters. But we went to make the Voyager's Dream. It is definitely a little different. Oh, maybe I should have done the tutorial. That's okay. We can figure this out. Okay, so yeah. We would want those to pop out. But let's see. Okay, what is this? Okay, that I see where that is. That takes away. Okay, so let's go with this. Because that puts those right there. We don't need that one out further. I need that out. Ooh. But does anything put that... Okay, that moves that one back. Okay. There we go. So now we have a Voyager's Dream. That's not too hard. I love the cup, though. That's pretty cool. A dream of drinks just for you. Let's see if your secret is justified. This is excellent. Inspiring enough for any dream. Thank you. Though, if I may offer an idea, your way of mixing this drink tastes refined. But who would I be if I denied you the alternatives? What are you implying? Out with your advice yourself? Like, what are you implying? I was experimenting with a new potion on my way here. I called it Sirius. It's a simple brew that enhances the physical abilities of the body. And, well, I suppose it reminded me of you and your whole astral obsession. I was hoping you'd still be interested in your potion craft, so I brought it by, just in case. You should have it. I think it can offer a different take on that delicious drink of yours. So, potion unlocked, Sirius. That's wonderful, thank you. Is it so bad that you need to get rid of it? That's wonderful, thank you. Don't mention it. It will look good in your inventory. On that note, congratulations on opening your own tavern. It's always been a dream of mine. I got an offer and I took it. I had a divine dream about it. Yes, we're going to go with that one. I think Gaia really wanted me to open a tavern. That, or I have a very vivid imagination. If the oh-so-great dragon of the fruitful earth didn't want you to open it, I guess she'd have sent you another vision instead. Exactly. So, are we competition now? Me and the great Miriam Alchemy Collective, I mean? Mora's more prestigious mage family and their famous potions of impossibility. Versus Azrael, the up-and-coming tavern keeper of Borkham, and their most delicious concoctions. Sounds like a battle for the ages, right? I think we might be inhabiting very different niches. Unless you're thinking about becoming a stuck-up mage who sells her diluted potions for market prices, I think you're good. I'll think about it. Just kidding. See these drinks as charitable donations. See this as you indulging my hobby. They are merely my fun little experiments. We're going to go with that. They're merely my fun little experiments. Would that make your patrons your test subjects? I wouldn't phrase it that way. Publicity, at least. I'd suggest a more profitable business model if you have the time. I'll think about it, Miss Miriam. You can drop the miss. We've known each other for what, almost 2 decades now? Quite a while. Long time to have been best friends. Long time to have been acquaintances. Long time to be bitter enemies. We'll go with best friends. Long time indeed. Even longer after you've abandoned me for 2 whole years. I almost revoked your friend's license. I was busy. You could have sent a postcard. I'm sorry. I just needed to get away after... I know. I lost her too. I'm just pulling your leg. I just missed you. I missed you too. How are the, oh goodness, that's a new word. Gyphyria treating you? I hear Twin Burrow is lovely this time of year. The local flora is in full bloom, which is beautiful. Postcard worthy even. But unfortunately, the uptake in pollen seems to also increase the fluctuation of the mana irregularities of the Delta. Simply said, keeping tourists on the straight path and everyone else safe from the arcane anomalies roaming the city gets a bit rough this time of year. It's interesting, though. Something about the exposure to pollen shifts the creature's patterns and hunting behaviors. And you're studying to figure out that why? As is my position as the Gyphrian analyst. Good for you. Did the magical protectors of the city also sponsor your armor? It's rare to see wizards running around this suited up. I made it myself. Well, the blacksmith made it, but I transmuted it. Made it impervious to lightning damage and gave it some absorption properties. Sounds exciting. It is. Did you make this tavern yourself? Built it from the ground up? I just renovated it. We're going to say we built it from the ground up. Because I think that's what was implied in the first game. With some help, of course. Impressive. Did you mean to build that shelf so crooked? How dare you? That's my crooked shelf. Look, it's supposed to be like that. It's an aesthetic, okay? I thought it would add character. Well, at least the people having a bar fight here last month did. Do you like how I decorated it? It's not too bad, but of course there's always room for improvement. I like that it's right by the sea and so close to home. You moved to Borkham just to have a view of Moria from your backyard. What can I say? I'm sentimental. I thought about moving to Zenith for about half a day, but they flavor their bread rolls with sesame seeds. They only put blueberry jam in their jelly donuts. Oh my God, this reminds me of a joke that somebody likes to tell. What's the difference between jam and jelly? I'm not going to answer that, but we're going to go with this because it made me think of that. So they only put blueberry jam in their jelly donuts. I can't deal with that. Yeah, why not strawberry? You could do a nice pastry cream. Why just blueberry jelly? I thought they tasted quite good, actually. A nice change of pace. Oh, how you betray me. Did you get to explore their treacherous pastry on your way home? Plenty. I stopped by to pick up an incense delivery, and the baker was right next door. He was very forthcoming about his assortment and about the town's gossip. I think I could write a banking manual interspersed with local tabloid articles at this point, or a baking manual. I think it said banking. Anything you'd like to share? You know how much I like gossip. You know how much my patrons like gossip. Isn't it your job to keep their secrets to yourself? I have to make quests somehow. Fair enough. It was a whole lot of talking in circles and worrying about nothing. What stuck out most was how worried he was about his niece's neighbor's son. Apparently the kid hasn't slept well in days and insists there's a monster hiding under his bed. What kind of monster? Not sure. Allegedly it has millipede's feet and snores. Okay, so rumor unlocked. Haunting of 1,000 snores. Fascinating. Do you think it's real? No. The baker also told me about a mysterious rogue allegedly going rogue around town. Stealing buttons, beads, bones? No, honey. The townsfolk have started locking their doors at night, but even that won't prevent the theft. I think maybe the boy is scared and projecting his fear into his dream and under his bed. It's a rumor unlocked. Honey heist. Not too bad of a theory. What did the investigation conclude? Geoffrey and Miriam? Nothing. I didn't investigate. I considered it. You know, studying the potential beast or delusions show the kid how to sucker punch any hiding horrors. I had time to leave a charm guardian against bad dreams with the baker, but then I had to get going. I was only passing through after all. I guess your jurisdiction doesn't extend to the mainland anyway. You know, I've got to say, I think it's really neat. I was looking at the character, and she has cat eyes, and it reminds me of a Witcher. And I was just sitting here like, man, she's got cat eyes. So what did bring you back here? Me, I hope? The Afterlight Solstice Festival. My parents are sponsoring this year, and they asked me for some help with the preparations. Lots to do and all, even with half the month still left to go. Glad to hear they reached out to you. Yeah, but it surprises me you took days off for that. I always thought you were too fond of the event. Not too fond of the event. Too loud, too dark, too people-y, all that. I wasn't exactly in a position to refuse. It was Zara's favorite, you know? So I guess this is their way of honoring her. Getting obsessed with anything that reminds them of her existence, needing to make it perfect in her memory. Oh, so I wonder if it was like her sister. Any way to keep on living, I guess. Okay, I see how that wasn't easy to say no to. Not that I tried. Anyhow, will you come over for the celebrations? Maybe. I might have to work. I suppose a day of festivities means good business for you. I'll make sure to send some guests your way. Oh, is that, oh, crap. What was her name in the first one? I can't remember. Did I hear festivities? Who's throwing a party and why am I not invited? I'm sorry, who are you? Una, that's it. You think I would remember that? I loved Una. Okay, that's Una. She helps me with all my renovations or repairs, so I let her live upstairs for free. I see. Now the makeshift roof makes a lot more sense. No need to be intimidated by my DIY skills. You two know each other? For quite some time, yes. And you never introduced her to me, Azrael? Here I thought we were so close. Even after I lost my hand while trying to fix the leaking stern, I, please don't believe everything she says. Hey, you want to tell me that you climbed all the way up there yourself to fix the leak? That's not... Never mind. To tell you the truth, I lost my arm while brawling with a two-headed sheep. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Terrifying beast, really. Good thing there was a field of clovers nearby. Did you know they're absolutely crazy about clovers? Just in case you ever get into a hairy situation with some sheep. Or should I say, woolly situation. God, I love Una. I hate that I'm laughing. Ouch. Like, I hate that I'm laughing at that joke. You know exactly why you're letting me stay here. Thinking of that sheep really made me crave one of your drinks, though. You got another one for me. Why do sheep make you think of... Does it really matter? Do you have a drink or not? Sure. What may I concoct for you? Something that makes me be the lucky fool at the poker table over at the Squeaky Lobster. You feel me? A bit of charisma here and there so no one will notice a thing. What thing? If I elaborate on that, I'd have to sweep you out of the way. In that case, I better see what charismatic brew I can concoct for you. Hey, that rhymes. Now, Una did request a specific drink, but she did mention some attributes the drink should have. What did she say again? I should check my log for the specific keywords if I can't remember. Should I find myself lost, I can ask Slinky for help. Oh, is this Slinky? I've got this. Is this Slinky? I don't know. I'm guessing it's Slinky. Okay, so there's our rumors. Nice, okay. Tribute to the drink, keywords. So I guess you could go back and look at... She wanted charisma. Yeah, see how it's boldened here? Charisma and luck is what she wanted. Okay, so charisma is the crown. And, ooh, I don't know if we have one for actual luck, but it might be... I don't know what luck would be, to be honest. Well, let's see if it's a strength. Charisma, high charisma, perfect bard stands out. Serves rogues who want to blend in. Higher the finesse and reflex. On the contrary, low dexterity will help you stay calm and relaxed. Intelligence fortifies your wits, mental abilities, and knowledge program. Defense. I would guess charisma and dexterity would be, would be my guess. Okay, so that's inspiring and courage and hope. Inspiring spice, luck, and hope. The message in the bottle is the perfect drink for any seasoned seafarer looking to win over the crewmates with a nautical charm instead of brute force. Its hefty cinnamon spice is considered good luck in the Phaeocian seas. One sip of this delicious drink is enough to fill you with hope for your fortunate or future adventures. I hope you'll give it a try. Yeah, so we want to do a Season's Tide. And Slow Strike, that's a stress and relaxing hot tea. We don't want that. So I would guess a Season's Stride is what we want. Okay, so let's see. So that gives me the negative. Yeah, this one, it takes a little more thinking. Okay, let's give it some of this. Yeah, I'm gonna need... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, no, I do need that. But I was actually going for this one originally to move that one out. And then we can... There we go. Seasons Tide. Dang, this is, I think I like this better. It's like a little bit of a puzzle. You just have to figure out how to do it. Plus, the drink fits her. There you go. Let's see if this suits your taste. Delicious as always. Exactly what I wanted. Now the losers over at the Squeaky Lobster Poker Night can pack up. But what about you, oh so mysterious suited up woman? I know absolutely nothing about you. Just that you're besties with Azrael. How about you two share a funny little anecdote with us? Or at least your name. I'm Gefaria Miriam. You know, like the Miriam Alchemy Collective, the famous potion brewers of Moria. No big deal at all. There's a potion brewery on Moria? Huh. Didn't get to try these yet. You should if you make it to Moria sometime. Awesome. I'll put it on my Gaia bucket list. You're not from here, I take it. Nope. Straight out of the Astral Sea. People can usually tell immediately, but whatever. I'm here now. What a sweet gig. I suppose so. Any particular reason why you're exploring Gaia? I've heard wondrous things about the Astral Sea. It must have been difficult to leave behind. Curiosity. I want to see every last bit of Gaia, every grass, every tree, leave no stone unturned. For you, Gaia may be daily bread, but for astral folk like me, it's rare we get to see beyond the tides. So, now that I do, I must make the most of it. However that works. They don't make as many manuals about aventuring as you'd think. And I'm slowly running out of cracks and crevices in the wooden exterior to count. I can hear you. I'm sorry, It's all right. I'm rooting for you to see more of the world. I appreciate the company, though. And I appreciate a good old bar. It's got a good view. Speaking of which, I'd love to see the biannual astral star eclipse. Of course, I've witnessed it countless times on my home plane. But after a while, even the darkness of an otherwise sparkling sea just doesn't excite me anymore. Anyone know what stars underwater look like? Totally. Allegedly, there's no better place to watch the eclipse than Veriga. But that's so far up north, it's kind of out of reach for me currently. So until then, I'll just go on fun day trips and get into bar fights elsewhere. Speaking of bars, remember I told you I'd do some industrial espionage for you over at the Lucky Knitter? Vaguely, how did it go? Tell me everything. I don't remember asking for that. Look, tell me everything. First of all, your tavern is still cooler. That's relief. But even better, I roped the owner into a dice game. The bet, if I win, I get something extraordinary. If they win, I'll fix their broken void siphon. And I assume you won? Bingo. And I snatched quite the treasure for you. They said it was collecting dust in the glass cabinet anyways, and they were glad to hand it down to a worthy opponent. And now, I hand it down to my worthy friend. The tag says Anka. No idea what it does, though, but I figured it might help you. Okay, so we unlocked a potion. Thank you, Una. Are my potions really that bad? Thank you, Una. I think it'll add nicely to my collection. I thought so. Anyways, let me fill you in on some hot Phaeocian gossip I picked up on my way back. I'm all ears. Apparently some exciting things are happening in Zenith at the moment. So you've also heard about the thief that apparently has an odd preference for stolen goods. What? No. Actually, I was talking about those colorful cobblestones appearing in the streets. I definitely have to get my hands on a few of those. The stones, not the streets. I bet they're magical. Who knows what I could do with them? I did see those colorful stones in the pavement. Red, pink, and orange, if I remember correctly. It looked cute. I thought of it as the doing of a young carbuncle. You know, the little furry creatures with the gemstones between their eyes, painting the streets cobblestones in its favorite colors. Like it believes a quick paint job would turn the cobblestone into real gems. A carbuncle? That's a pretty rare occurrence on Phaeocia. I thought they preferred a warmer climate. That speculative talk about carbuncles bores me. It's clearly the work of an artistically gifted leprechaun. Ever seen a leprechaun paint stones? And have you ever seen just any carbuncle in this latitude? I think a carbuncle sounds more likely. I think a leprechaun sounds more likely. I mean, look, maybe you're both right. Do I have to pick sides? I mean, it is the demo. We're not picking sides. We're going to just say, maybe you're both right. Like a leprechaun. After that left my mouth, I felt stupid. What a spineless answer. Agreed. Well, look, now you two are best friends because I said something stupid. That's how real life relationships work. Okay, rumors unlocked. Either way, I really got to check it out. You could also investigate the thefts while you're there, or help a poor kid plagued by nightmares. Not sure how bricks would help a kid, but I'll see if I can find adventures with babysitting license to pass on your worries. Do you need a ride then? Before you decide to go to Zenith by foot and get in a fight with a martially gifted leprechaun or something like that. That sounds kind of fun. I have to stop by at the Ashen Grove to pick up flowers for the Afterlight Solstice Festival. They say their forget-me-nots are the most beautiful in all Asteria. And it's not far to Zenith after all. Oh, well then how can I say no to such a sweet offer? We'll leave as soon as you finish your drink. Why the rush? You could also stay for another drink if you want. Honestly, my mother insists that the flowers are of highest priority. I better get it over with quickly. I also wouldn't say no to a free afternoon once in a while. Would you know what to do with your time off? I'm not sure. Collecting colorful stones? Or indulging in blueberry jam-filled donuts? Maybe I'll even have time for some leisurely tourism. Why was that so hard to say? Another particular you have in mind? Or anything particular? Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. A few things, but it's best not to dream boundlessly without a concrete plan. That's the best kind of dreaming. You must be curious about something. Well, I wouldn't mind running into ancient undiscovered magic slumbering below the hills. Or maybe a spa of ancient magic, or a library perhaps. I digress. Let's head out to the Ashen Grove, and Zenith, of course. Alrighty then, I won't make you stay here any longer. See you soon, Azrael. Till the next tidal wave. Whatever that means. Until next time, Tavern Keeper. Take care of yourself. And don't make me wait as long as last time, please. I won't, I promise. Astral hairs don't know the Makaweva. Yes, they do. Undo! Is that undo? Give me my undo back. I know you took him. He's mine. I want him back. And how would you know that? I've read a basic biology book. Wait, you can read. Hello and welcome to the Drowsy Dragon Travelers. They do know the Makaweva. I've seen it. They don't know the Makaweva. It's a myth. We'll welcome them from now. Maybe when the full version comes out, I'll pick a side. But let's just say, welcome to the Drowsy Dragon. Hello. Thank you for the warm greetings, Tavern Keeper. You may call me Azrael. It's a real pleasure to meet you, Azrael. So, Azrael, do you have any paladin repellent on hand? Can't say I have. How about a truth serum? Oh God, is this guy done something? And this, I guess it could be a girl too. I shouldn't assume that. It's just you're all bundled up, and you have my undo. I want my undo. I don't really care who you are. I just want my buddy back. No, not that one either. Sorry. Truth serum. Are you accusing me of lying? I'm not accusing you. I know you're lying. All right. How about a drink to settle your spirits? A drink? You have my full undivided attention. What does it cost? Just your names. You sure have a hard bargain. Those are very precious. I meant an introduction. I already like my name well enough. Ah, that I can do. I'm Rune. Fitz. No, you're not. That's the name of the guard I talked to earlier. Common name. Sure. We can't all be called Quasar Duskbringer. No, we couldn't. That would be very inefficient. What a lovely name. What a dramatic name. It's both, but I'm going to go lovely. Thank you. It serves its purpose. Can I get my drink now? Wait a minute. Isn't he the bad guy in the original? Spoiler alert, just again, I can't remember because it's been so long since I finished that game. But I think Quasar Dustbringer was the bad guy in the first one. But now I don't remember. Of course, right away, anything in particular you fancy? The hottest drink on your menu. Like, literally? Like, metaphorically? Like, literally? What else? Dude, I don't even know what that means. The hottest drink? Stress. Oh, there we go. A taste of, always with the refreshing taste of this hot tea. Oh, and I see right there. Nice. Okay. This one has swords. Okay, so a slow strike would be what he want. Or they. I guess I should say they, because I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Okay, so we need, oh man, we need everything like kind of like on the low side. And this one needs to just stay the same. Oh, this is a little tough one. Because like I said, we need everything to come towards the back, but I'm not... Okay, I think we need that one. And pushes that one back. I need that one to stay the same. I need... This actually needs to come back one more. Isn't there one that... Yeah, this one brings it back and moves that one up. There we go. Okay, there we go. We got it. That one was a little confusing for a second. Hot and steamy as requested. You were really going all out with that drink mixing of yours. I gave it my best. I do appreciate your efforts, too. Sorry, Andu? The pollywog on their shoulder. He's not a pollywog, you uneducated mop. What is he, then? A draconic familiar. And a gift from my buddy Levi. Levi? Leviathan, didn't you read a basic theology book? I'm sorry, you are talking about the Leviathan. Yes, the great sea serpent, dragon of the primordial sea, coolest guy around, yada yada. You know what? I don't want to know. Not at all. How you've gotten your hands on a draconic familiar. All right with me. I'd love to know more. Look, I'd love to know more. I don't want secrets. Maybe next time. For now, can I offer you a drink too, Quasar? No, thank you. I don't drink on the job. For dragon's sake. What is your job, if you're okay with me asking? I'm a paladin of the Aurelian Star Guards. I've dedicated my entire life to spreading Cassiopeia's light and wisdom in the name of the Order of Starlight. I save those who cannot save themselves and deliver justice to places darkness threatens to conquer. So like a cop. No, not like a cop. The dragons wish for us to live in harmony with one another, and for that we must find a balance between compassion and rooting out evil. So a religious cop. I'd much prefer a different insult. The Order of Starlight. You follow the great dragon of the astral sea, Cassiopeia, right? We don't often see people from the Order here in Mossberry. It doesn't have a big stronghold on Phoecia yet. And the Aurelian Star things? We're from the Major Carassi. That explains the stick up your ass. And where are you from? The circus? Your dreams. My nightmares, more like it. What convinced you two to travel together? A mutual love for bickering? We're not traveling together. What is this then? Surveillance. Ezreal, I'm sure it won't surprise you to hear, but I ran into this criminal while they were running away from the law. Quite literally. 6 guards were chasing them. 6. Yeah, and you helped me run from them. What does that make you? Compassionate. It felt unmatched and unfair, so I felt a bit of empathy. You might want to look that word up. I'm good, I think. Plus, it's innocent until proven guilty, right? Mm-hmm. That being said, they look very guilty. I've never stolen a single thing in my entire life. You tried to pickpocket me 3 times on the way here. Well, I mean, he tried. He didn't pickpocket you, so he's never pickpocketed anything. What did the guards say or yell while you were running? I won't repeat the yelling, but I checked in with them later to hear out their side. They told me a very precious artifact was stolen from the Museum of Historical Sea Serpentry. Our local Leviathan Museum? Yes. The Eye of the Storm has gone missing. It said to spare a glimpse of the dreams of the great sea serpent himself. Hence why it was being safeguarded in that abomination of a temple museum combination. Bummer. I love looking at that orb. Thank God that orb was an eyesore. Never been to a museum myself, unfortunately. Well, I'm not going to answer that one. I love museums. So we're going to go bummer. I love looking at that orb. I heard it's beautiful to look at. I bet. The receptionist saw a cloaked fae with a giant staff and a purple familiar pocket. Pocket it. Could be anyone. I see the problem. But how about a compromise? Quasar, you could give back the eye, but don't hand in your new acquaintance. That way, you'll both have an all right rest of the day. I would have already done that, but they don't have it anymore. On them, at least. And they refuse to be honest. Now I need to find out where they hid it. So you don't get in trouble for helping them flee. Bingo. And to return the artifact to its rightful owner. I can't exactly let a criminal run free either, but I need proof first. One should not condemn without having weighed the scales of justice carefully. Spoken like Cassiopeia herself. Yes. Not that I stole anything, but if I did, Leviathan would greatly appreciate it. And how would you know that? I asked him. Right. And what did he say? Nothing. But he didn't take away my powers nor banish me into a volcano pit, so he clearly approves. Seems like you have both lost your marbles then. Do you follow any of the dragons, Azrael? I hope you're familiar is not a result of wizardry. I'm devoted to Gaia, the heart of the earth. Sometimes Gaia sends me stuff and won't take it back. I'm afraid it's all wizardry here. Look, I'm devoted to Gaia, the heart of the earth. It sounds wonderful. I'm happy to hear you found your calling. Me too. She's been a great help with the recipes. Oh man, he's like kind of like a little awestruck there. And she sent me Captain Bee-Bug over here. I couldn't be more thankful for that. Oh, is that the little insect's name, Bee-Bug? I love that. May I ask what all the astrology is about then? Cassiopeia and Leviathan are typically the dragons associated with the stars. So it's a bit off-brand, right? Not really. This is my tavern, not Gaia's, and I like astrology. My mother was an astrologer. I learned it from the local sailors. It's a very effective way to channel magic. Look, I'll say my mother was an astrologer. She taught me almost everything I know. Now this is so different. Like I said, there might be spoilers in this game earlier when I caught on because I think that is the bad guy. But if you did not see my original Tavern Talk, go back and watch it. It's really, really good because what's funny is my character in this one, so something obviously happens in this one. My character opened up to no one. My character doesn't share anything. She doesn't talk about herself ever. And the fact that we had the choice to say our mother was an astrologer, it's really shocking because we're talking more about ourselves than we do in the other one. Because in the other one, we were like just keeping everything to ourselves. And that kind of worked against us as well. And I'm wondering if something happens in this game that, made us be that way, made us be closed off, in that time period. So it's like an heirloom of sorts. I guess Gaia appreciates the sentimentality. That's quite sweet. The star signs were created by Cassiopeia and Leviathan in unison. They both work quite well together. They're twins, such as expected of family traditionally. but they're naturally opposed. Chaos and law just doesn't go together. Hence the different planes and doctrine. But on the note of your magic, Azrael, I admit I'm curious about your drinks now. May I try one after all? Happily. What will it be for you? Let me think. After talking so passionately about Leviathan and Cassiopeia, the Voyager's Dream sounds like a fitting brew. I've actually gotten some new potions in today. If you'd like, I could try mixing up a fresh new version of the Voyager's Dream. Maybe with a shot my new serious... Maybe with a shot my new serious potion. I think it's supposed to say maybe with a shot of my new serious potion. Sounds exciting. Count me in. Okay, so we're going to do the Voyager's Dream, but we're adding in the serious potion. Okay, so we got that new rumor. Okay, which one's the serious? It's this yellow one. Okay, so she said with a I said with a shot. Now I just got to get that one moved out. Okay. Mixed with a different brew, a Voyager's Dream for you. Incredible. It's almost like it can taste the astral and primordial sea in unison together. Brilliant. Your assortment is quite versatile in taste profiles. You must get around often. Not as much as I'd like, actually. How so? I'm tavern bound most of the time. No one to cover for you in case of absence. Something like that. So how do you get your potions then? Well, usually I make them myself. I come up with what I can, for recipes as well. Sometimes my friends bring me some potions or recipes that stumble upon their travels. Cool. Wait, let me see if So, we're still tavern bound in this one. Because there was something about, like, the tavern kind of just went with us, but we couldn't really leave it. So that's still not really explained either. Ah, I knew it. Here you go. That's really not necessary. Okay, so we unlocked the Northern Brawler. Now, I think we had that in the first one. But thank you. It was getting all crumpled in my bag anyway. Do I want to know where you stole that from? Stole? Not at all. Totally normal recipe I found under a rock. Sure. St. Mage Boy, what were you doing at the museum anyway? Or more on Phoecia? Do not call me that. My bad. I'm here for missionary work, and because of curiosity, to be honest with you. They say Phoecia harbored many of the dragon's companions, and indulging in history a bit can't hurt, right? Or champions. I said companions. Though Leviathans allegedly chosen leave a bit to be desired. I was hoping to find interesting exhibitions or lectures on local divine legends. Learn from the best. Or the worst. Those are usually so boring. Perhaps you just lack the attention span to enjoy them. Don't make me forget to tell you about the new museum they're building in the Sire Plains right now. New museum? Yeah, I overheard some of the guards gossiping about it earlier. Apparently there's a fresh dig site in the steep or something, and they're trying to improvise and oh my goodness. I go a week without recording, and a couple weeks after being sick as well, and I just cannot read. And they're trying to improvise an exhibition with their loot. It sounded really boring and dry, but maybe that'll quench your thirst for dull knowledge. The Sire Plains, you say? That's not too far from here. Right? Maybe I should visit myself. I've heard they're theming the museum's architecture around the artifact shape. Okay, so we got the rumor, long-lost loot. You shouldn't be anywhere near museums or artifacts. Will you go see it? Perhaps. I need to figure this whole thing out first. What? Me? No. Yes. The whole stolen artifact thing, and the accidental aid in burglary thing, and you lying thing. May I recommend some rest first? I have somewhat comfortable beds. Actually, yes, please. I could offer you separate rooms, or separate ones. I am staying too? Or am I staying too? Yes, you're in investigative custody. Fine. I could use a nap and another drink later. I'll be ready. Have a restful night, Azrael. And keep an eye on your silverware. I don't even like silver. That'd make a fun rumor. What does that mean? Sometimes my patrons come with really interesting gossip, and that's always worth noting down. You never know when you can turn them into a quest. But this time I was just kidding. I think your silver version won't be helpful for any future adventures. Hold on. Turn rumors into quests. How do you do that? At the end of every day, I sort my rumors, and some days I have enough to turn them into a quest for my patrons. It's quite fun. Mind showing me how that works, perchance? I can give you a sneak peek. Some things are better kept secret. I do know how to make the quest, so I'm assuming it hasn't changed much since then. Scared that I might steal your ideas? Who can say? All right then, keep your secrets. I'll promise not to have and do spy on you. We'll find our own way. Have a restful night. Time to see if I collected enough rumors for a quest today. Okay, so we've got a couple here. A child in mysterious fields, Zenith streets are vibrantly fresh. So this isn't related. There we go. So the boogeyman stole my socks. In the small town of Zenith, a young boy is being terrorized by the sounds of thousands of feet and loud snores below his bed. Could this monster be summoned by nightmares caused by a series of strange thefts plaguing this neighborhood? And who decided to give the town a makeover by repainting the cobblestones in bright colors? A leprechaun, a carbuncle, or a very artistic button collector? Solve one mystery, get two for free. Tavern Keeper. I'm done. And that's the end of the demo. I like this. I like that they show the picture because I like seeing the dev team. All right, everyone. So that was Tavern Talk Stories Dreamwalker. I am very much looking forward to the next one. I can't wait. It might be even one of those things. I know I have a lot of games that I've played the demos from, and I haven't played the full game just yet. Because something else has come out that I've been interested in to spend my money on. And, but this one, definitely, the minute it comes out, I have to play it. I'm going to have to play it and put it here on my channel. And I hope you all enjoyed. So let me know in the comments down below, what you think of this new story for Tavern Talk. And, did you find any of the characters interesting? What are your theories about what's going to happen? I mean, because I'm pretty sure Quasar is the bad guy from the first game. And so I'm kind of curious how it's going to play out with our characters, because obviously we became extremely close. Even to the point that I felt like they were either best friends or they might have been lovers at one point, our character and Quasar, because it just felt like that when talking in the first one with him, because there was obviously something there that had just gone so bad that it just really broke him, what we did. I don't want to spoil in case you haven't seen it. But yeah, I mean, it destroyed him because he just felt, betrayal on our part. But yeah, can't wait. Looking forward to it. So please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.